Hi, my name is Leslie Lund, and today in this video we'll be looking at folder cards. The folder cards that we'll be looking at will be helping us using the counting on strategy of 0, 1, 2 and 3. Right, we're going to start with this card. Okay. We'll also be looking at the language that we'll be using. Alright. How many squares can you see? Alright, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many squares can you see? 7. Alright, so if we fold over this, how many squares can you see now? There's 0. So how many squares over here? 7. So 7 add 0 is 7. Okay, so we'll move on to this folding card. Alright. How many squares can you see? How about let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many squares do we have? Oh, we have 7 squares. If I fold over this little thing, alright, how many squares can you see over here? We have 7 squares. And how many squares are over here? We have 1. So what comes, we know 7 squares are over here, and we add 1, how many do we have? We have 8 squares. So 7, add 1 is 8 squares. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning. How many squares can we see? We have 7 squares. Right, so if I fold these two over, how many new squares can we see? We can see 2 squares. So 7, we have 7, 8, 9, we have 9 squares. So 7 add 2 equals 9 squares. Okay, so how many squares can we see? We can see 7 squares. I fold all of them over. How many squares can we see now? We can see 1, 2, 3. You can see 3 squares. So 7, count on 3 is how many? 8, 9, 10. We have 10 squares altogether. So 7 add 3 equals 10.